Kijanya, buenas noches, bonsoir, everyone. Good evening. I was taking this video because I was just watching another one, and she was pointing out some things about jealous parents, sisters, siblings, friends, and stuff like that. And I had to laugh because I take a lot of pictures now, and I didn't start feeling confident about myself until I got into the military. And I didn't get into the military until I was like 33. And the only reason that confidence came because I was able to get through basic training. And mind you, basic training, me at 33, they were like 18, 19. And mind you, my drill sergeants were around my age. And so to be able to accomplish that and to not only accomplish it, like like the all the people with me, all the other soldiers, they had to pretty much stay up with me because I was a personal trainer prior to going in. So it's like God was already preparing me. I was working out and everything going in. It was just like, yeah, I could do this, and that was my journey going in into the military. And ever since then, that boosted my confidence for me and just my my health and my lifestyle and everything after that. And I had to look back and realize that I have been receiving so much hate and jealousy from a lot of people because I'm not. I swear to you, I'm not a cocky person, and I'm not conceited. I take care of myself, and I think I made a video about this before about why I would get so much um, indirect hate or whatever. Because the last thing I would ever think that somebody would be jealous of me or people think I'm so full of myself. And that's the last thing I am. When I was younger, I was a very chunky kid. I wore glasses. Guys were not paying attention to me whatsoever. I was the the last person anybody would pay attention to. Like I was awkward, like goofy one. So for anyone to have some animosity or envy towards me, it was like for what? So like I guess when you I think the like transition for me, I think when I was 16 going into high school, and I guess my body went through some changes. I slimmed down because I was, like I said, I was very chunky. I was a very, as my parents, I'm Haitian. So you're Haitian, and if you understand how the culture is, um, yeah, you have to have thick skin. I was always called fat. It was always something. I never smiled all the time because I remember, God rest my soul, my mom, I love her, but she was the roughest one on me. Um, I remember when I was 5, I took you know how you take your annual school pictures. I had one of my teeth missing, so I was so happy I was cheesing. I had one tooth missing in it, and she was just like, "Why are you taking it? You know, you're missing your tooth, your teeth are missing." And she just made fun of me, and never ever since then I would smile with my mouth closed, like so I never smiled. So it was always a closed mouth smile. So never smiled. It took me till I was about, I think, 13 years old. I was smiling, finally smiling, but I had a gap too, so I was feeling awkward about that. So it was so many different things. I was chunky, wore glasses, I had a gap, so many different things that one would have to wear. So I was super insecure about myself. So yeah, I wasn't taking pictures, and then I think I would walk everywhere. Yeah, I walked everywhere to try to help. I wasn't eating a lot, just trying to help with my weight. I was very weight conscious about stuff. So yeah, 16, I think there was just a change. Went into high school, started taking dance. I think dance was one of the first steps. And then I took weightlifting too. That was my introduction to weightlifting. But dance was one of the key things in my life that helped me build my confidence about my body. Um, yeah. Yes. Rest in peace to Mr. Goring because he was our dance teacher then, and he helped me with my body image, I could say. So that helped me a lot on there. But I was still very insecure, super insecure. So it was so weird. You know, you have that ugly duckly syndrome. I had that for a very, very, very long time. So even going through in my 20s and going to work, and I took care of myself, maintaining myself and everything like that. But the last thing I ever thought was like guys checking me out or whatever. So still insecure. There's just, yeah. So I always try to have my personality. So I was like, I'm not gonna, I don't think of myself as anything else. So I was just like, my personality is what was the main key of me. And then, um, so then I think going into the military, I think that's what really boosted my confidence because I know I was accomplishing other things in life and I was still trying to figure myself out. I was doing so many different things and I was just like, and then still trying to make my parents proud because I really didn't know which direction I was going in life. So I was the black sheep child, even though I was the firstborn. So I didn't know what I was doing with myself. So I think accomplishing that because my dad was really big in of military stuff. My sister already had went through the military, and I said I was never gonna go in the military, and here I go, later in life going into the military. I already had 2 kids, so that didn't make anything look great too. So I think that that helped me out a lot, and I guess building some structure in my life. So I think that helped boost my confidence in knowing that I was able to accomplish that and just like get myself together. But just to look at that and then to go back and look at a lot of different things and realize like y'all hating on me on some real dumb stuff, and it really would be really stupid stuff because I'm not even trying to really go into it, but I just really like realized I had dealt with a lot of unnecessary ish over males that were not really worth it. And I'm like, if they cheating on me, they cheating on you too, sis. So why are we fighting over this? I wasn't even fighting, honestly. I just think a lot of things that I dealt with, um, just it just didn't make sense to me. And yeah, it could be a lot of things that I would like to go in detail, but it's not even worth mentioning because they're not worth mentioning. But I just know that I had dealt with of a lot of different things, just growing up and realizing that you you don't know your value. Other people see it, and it takes you a while to see your value until you finally find something that makes you feel proud of yourself. And then you just go look back in life and you're like, damn, like if you had known before, you wouldn't have had to go through the lot of mess that you had went through. But being hard headed and just just in your own little world, you really don't pay attention to that. And then benefits of going to the military, I was able to get my LASIK surgery for my eyes. I didn't have to wear glasses anymore, and I got my braces too later on in life too. So that helped me out a lot too. So I think I'm just in my key moments in my life now, and I'm just feeling just comfortable in my skin. So paying people no mind, and when you pay attention to how people change up on you, and you're just like, there's no reason, and it's really unnecessary. Especially if you've been through certain things and you understand how like insecurities can be and why the insecurity is, you realize it's not worth it. And so try to live your best life and love the skin you're in. And if you're able to evolve and find things that bring pleasure in your life, let that be your focus because other people trying to compete and compare to you, knowing that you have been through it and had to come out so many other things in life, pay them no mind because they still have yet to find what makes them happy. And once you know you found your happiness, honestly, that's all that matters. Let the Lord, help them find healing and be prayed up because unfortunately, no matter you stay in your own place in your own lane, there's always somebody who's going to cut in your lane. And they can't handle your lane. They can't even handle the shoes that you've been walking in because if they were able to do it, they would have done it. God bless y'all. Au revoir.